Okay, in my last video I asked the question, what would you do if you had 24 hours to live? Good question. I read through all the answers and what I deduced from seeing them all was that my subscriber base is primarily made up of people addicted to food, rapists and terrorists. Now I don't want to tie you all with the same brush. I know some of you are very normal people, just living your lives normally. But I had some really mad answers through. I'm just going to read a few of them out. These are some of the mental answers that you gave. If I had 24 hours to live, I would visit all my friends and family and try and raise some money for charity. I'd burn all my porn and smash my hard drives so as to not leave my family ashamed when they try and sell my stuff. Well, that's at least you're thinking of your family, you know. I'd take my girlfriend skydiving and propose as we landed. Near the end, I'd do some praying and make sure that my family donates my stuff to charity. Charity! Yeah, charity. Everyone's saying charity because they think they're going to win. I would just kill myself before I die. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's showing it to them. I'd arrange a party with all my friends and then go and visit New York. I would eat meat for the first time and kill the rest of the world. I would try and meet as many of my favourite YouTubers as possible and finish Gavin and Stacey Series 3. Priorities, really, come on. I would try and find every good band on the planet before dying. That's gonna be hard. I would hunt out everyone who means something to me and try and cram them all in my house. I want everyone who attended my death party would get free hugs. Death party. I like the phrase death party. If I felt I had successfully said all I wanted to say to the people that would be in my party, we'd have a movie marathon and stock up on Yorkshire puddings, ice cream, chocolate, sushi and loads of Coca-Cola and I'd die happy. I love how Yorkshire puddings are like, you know, you're thinking that's my last bit of happiness, Yorkshire puddings. I'd text everyone in my phone contacts telling them how I really feel about each of them. Does that mean like even if you hate them, you still like text them and say, I hate you, I'm gonna die, I hate you? Maybe you just filter those people out, I don't know. I would tell my girlfriend I love her and then get laid and then try to kill my enemies. Such a funny image, you know. Alright, 24 hours, right, I'm gonna get laid, then kill my enemies. I'd write my name on everything in a vicinity of 2 miles. Clearly a graffiti artist there. I don't get graffiti. Why do people want to write their name on everything? It's like, just get a pad and do it. Throw a party in a massive field somewhere and invite everyone who wanted to come, then dance and sing songs and feel truly alive for the last 24 hours. And then someone replied, until you weren't, owned. I would go on a totally badass spree where I would steal a Lambo and take loads of models hostage and take as many drugs as I could and then go and blow something up. Then try to fly a jet while totally wasted and then eject without a parachute and land on a motocross bike where I would ride up Mount Everest and snowboard down the North Face with an avalanche behind me. And if I was somehow still alive, I would sit down and eat some Cocoa Pops. You, my friend, are a terrorist. Update my Facebook status. Naked dancing, that's quite a common one. Commit an assortment of petty crimes, just because I can. First of all, I'd photocopy everything on my body and send it to anyone I know. Then I'd laminate my whole body and turn the house into a pirate ship. The first thing that came to my mind is talking to a girl from my group at uni, asking her about herself, because I seem to be intrigued by her. But actually I don't know anything about her. Also, she's gorgeous, so I'd probably want to kiss her. Just kiss her, he's put at the end. Watch Avatar in 3D again. I would go to my grandma's house and indulge myself in her food for a fair bit of the day. Then I'd go to my childhood park and play on the swings. That's nice on your last day, you go and nick all your grandma's food. Then I'd destroy all the cars in the grocery store car park to make people realise that they don't need such things to survive. I'd rape a girl. Some people are a bit too honest with this, I gotta say. I would probably just curl up in a ball and cry. Probably just be on my computer and set up Facebook status to, are we dead in 24 hours? And see who comments or likes it. I'd find a roof, sit on it with friends, and make toast. That's a very simple answer. I'd lay in the woods with my favourite book. I'd indulge in copious physical pleasure. Copious physical pleasure? What's that? Rubbing yourself against everything. Oh, my body, it feels so nice. See something, just start rubbing your body against it. Oh, physical pleasure. But then you'll be dead in a couple of hours and it won't have really meant anything. Oh, but it feels so nice. But oh, you'll be dead. Oh. Murder my ex's family and then go to a hill by my house called Holy Hill. There I'd wait it out with an iPod looking at the sky. That bit's nice, but the bit before about the murder. A lot of my viewers seem to be into murder and rape, which is quite worrying. Run around naked for a while and hang out with my friends the whole time. Would your friends really want to hang out with you when you're running around naked? That's a big question though, isn't it? Also, I would eat lots of dolly sweets. I can never get enough of those dolly sweets. I would probably drive through a supermarket in a car. It would be amazing. I'd definitely ride through a huge pyramid of baked beans on a bike anyway. I'd watch all your videos, then go skate. I like that answer. Rob a bank, that's another popular one. I know the money is useless, but I would do it for the thrill. I would also call a lady friend, wink wink. Status update on Facebook. I'm dying, y'all. Party at mine. I spend it with my family and friends, possibly getting wrecked. You're gonna get wrecked anyway. You're gonna die in 24 hours. I would buy all the clothes that I could find and wear them for the rest of the time I had. That's like intense clothes wearing. I'm really gonna wear these clothes. I would finish with some meditation to make sure I was calm when the time came. I'd find an excuse for all the bad things I've done so that people would forgive me. I'd seek out my parents and tell them about my sexual orientation. I'm assuming that does mean you're gay, because you wouldn't just find your parents in your last 24 hours and just tell them you're straight. Listen, mum, dad, I'm straight. Okay? I know you wanted a gay kid. Eat loads of junk food, throw up, smoke a couple of spliffs, get naked and roll around in the snow, jump in an icy lake, and then run to the top of the tallest hill. Then I would set up a fire and meditate until I pass away. Listen to Green Day one last time and eat every bit of chocolate I could find. Then I would go to bed before I slept. I would pray to God that I would go to heaven, and then I would just go to sleep. I would kiss all of my 10 guinea pigs. I would also run a mile naked, as no one would ever see me again. I don't think if people did have 24 hours to live, they would run around naked, because if that was true, the streets would be full of naked 80-year-old people running around. I would then spend my last 5 seconds screaming, I regret nothing! I'd get the next plane to New York and have dinner there. I'd come home, have a huge meal with my family and talk and hug till we all died. Your family don't have to die, you're gonna kill your family? I would get naked, paint myself purple, then go out and give free hugs. I would run to the sea naked, despite the freezing British weather. I would smile as much as possible, then go to Pizza Hut buffet and eat as much as I could, as I laughed with my friends and ate myself into oblivion. I would probably buy an iPhone just so I could say I've owned one at one point. I would jump into a tornado. I'd make love with as many ladies as possible, then kill myself in crazy exciting ways, like parachuting naked or something. Make a giant ball out of blue tack. White tack if there's no blue tack. Make a blue tack coat. Hit the clubs, go to a McDonald's and party. Oh, and try everything that I don't want to try in my life because it would kill me. Like drugs! I'll probably get really stressed out because when I'm pressed for time, I usually get really stressed out. I'd spend the last 24 hours at an ice cream shop trying to shovel down as much ice cream as possible. I would apologise to everyone I've done wrong and make amends with others. And kiss the hell out of people! I would eat a lot. Pop some bubble wrap and maybe check my Facebook. I'd have a massive party at my house with vegetarian Scotch eggs. Then I would go to church and pray for peace, salvation and forgiveness as I would slowly drift into the light. The main thing that I'd want to do is arrange my own funeral. Music, Pussycat Dolls or Black Eyed Peas. Maybe a neon future theme. I would like to travel to Africa and give all my belongings to those in need. I would marry an African woman so that she could come to the States and have a better life. I'm from the US. I'd drink the 2 Strongbos in the fridge and eat a lot of chocolate and go visit my boyfriend. I'd embark on completing something to leave my mark. Because I want to be remembered for something, and not just for being that kid who died. Remember that kid who died? That's pretty much all he did. Do drugs! For the first time in my life. Probably only marijuana though. That's not worth it. It just makes you fall asleep, it's not even nice. Lose my virginity, go on the internet. I would get a bus to town and have a massive conversation with the bus driver. A massive conversation, yeah? Massive. About his life and how he's really cool and how bus drivers are so important because they are like kings of the road. I would sit home and play video games until I died. And that's pretty much what most people are doing anyway. I'd go to Washington DC, packed full of explosives, and demand that the president tell us all the technologies and alien conspiracies that they are out there. And then I would say, this is a protest to the meaningless wars you have created, and light up. That's terrorism. Again, quite worrying. I'd tidy my room for once. I'd wait with my boyfriend watching Bill Bailey on DVD until the end. Pull my pants down and photocopy my bum. Fly to Poundland and buy as many batteries and sweets as I could for £27.42. I'd watch the EastEnders omnibus. I'd snog my man. I would eat as much popcorn as physically possible. I'd buy 2 tickets for Australia so my mum could see her brother who she hasn't seen for 30 years. I'd tell this guy how much I like him and give him a full-on kiss. But isn't that like kissing rape? I'm not sure. It is kissing rape. Jump off a cliff just to feel what it feels like. I would most definitely go round and tell all the girls who have ever hurt me to go and screw themselves! Can you say fuck? Fuck themselves! Because all I do is take it and work it on my own, so it would feel amazing. I would die in a funny position so the people who discover me dead would have a little bit of a laugh before it gets sad and realise that I'm dead. I believe I would steal a giraffe and ride it around greatly populated areas screaming, "Who's the king of the jungle now?" Spend the last few hours cuddling my boyfriend. Or we'd most likely go and beat people up who bully us. I'd eat some Millie's cookies and then play guitar naked in the streets. I think if I was 14 I would have said that exact same answer. If I didn't die it would be a rather embarrassing life from that point onwards. So, technically, all of us are dying since the day we're born. What is life really apart from a gradual decay into an early grave? Nothing really, it's just a series of events and sensual pleasures, but there could be something more. We're not quite sure yet, but we're going to investigate.